So today we're going to do one project given by the client. So the objective of this project is to develop a machine learning model that can predict whether a customer will make a purchase or not. So let's come to the code work. So here as we can see, we're going to do the analysis. We're going to use the models like logistic regression, neural networks, support vector machine, gradient boosting, and neural networks. So the first step is importing libraries, the required libraries. For libraries like NumPy, Pandas, sklearn, TensorFlow. So before importing the libraries, we need to import the dataset in the file section. As we can see, here's the dataset, the customer purchase data. So with this section, we can upload the dataset, and here the data is available. Since the data is available, let's move on to the code work. As first we need to fit the data. As we have imported the libraries, now we are going to fit the data in this. We need to read the data, so we are defining data equal to pandas.read underscore csv and the path of the data, which is the customer purchase data. So we are going to run this. So since the data has been read, now we are going to find whether there is null values or not. So with this, we are going to run this. As we can see, there's no null values, so I need not to handle the missing values since there is no null values. So we are going to find out how many number of columns are available in the data set. So yes, there are 9 number of columns in this data set. So we are going to do the visualization, the graphical presentation. So we are going to find out the distribution of purchases with the help of total number of purchases and the count. Here is the presentation of total number of purchases. Now we are going to see the heat map. Heat map with respect to the data which is given, which we have been read few seconds back. So this is the heat map. So now we are going to define the features and target variable. And now we are going to do one of the major step, which is we are splitting the data into training and testing sets. The reason why we are using training and test to evaluate the model via logistic regression to use, so that first we are training and first we are converting the data into train and test, and with the help of that we can use logistic regression. As we can see, that data has been split into training and testing sets. Now we are going to standardize the features. So now we are going to use the logistic regression model. The logistic regression model is simple, interpretable, and often performs well on linearly separable data. So that's the reason we are using logistic regression for this model. As we can see, the accuracy score is 83.66%. So now coming to the random forest model. So in this random forest model, we can see the accuracy score is 95%. and whereas we can see the score as 94% and the accuracy is 95% and the weighted average is 95% and the forest score comes to 95.33%. Now let's come to the support vector machine. Support vector machine are effective in high dimensional spaces and can work well when there is a clear margin of separation between classes. So the accuracy comes to 87% for support vector machine. Now let's come to the neural network. So here the model has been fit. Now let's find out the accuracy and the report. So the accuracy comes up to 86.33%. Now we are going to use the gradient boosting algorithm. In this we are using the two algorithms, the XGBoost and the LightGBM. It is the most popular for classification tasks in structural data as they handle both linear and nonlinear patterns well and can provide high accuracy especially on larger data sets. So here we are using the gradient boosting algorithm. As we can see, the accuracy comes up to 95% and for the light performance it comes to 95%. So while using all these models, we come up to the conclusion that the gradient boosting algorithm and the random forest algorithm performs well in this with this data set given by the client. So we recommend the client to use random forest algorithm and the gradient boosting algorithm. So this is all about the customer purchase behavior. With this, we came to know how the purchases are going on, what is the behavior of a customer, and so on. Thank you.